Hello YouTube, my name is Plazukas, and today's video is going to be on Tectone. And if you've been following the coverage over the past week, there's been a lot of fallout, there's been some apology, there's been some dismissive attitudes, there's been some medical issues, and so we're dealing with a new iteration of that, and I don't know what's on this video other than to say that obviously it's another attempt to make Tectone look better than what he is, whether it be for medical reasons or for personal reasons or for persona reasons. So let's find out what exactly is the narrative in this 10-minute video. Let's react.
I'm quitting editing for Tectone. What is this?
I don't know if I believe that, but okay. I want to hear why.
Quitting editing for this bald idiot. The anime profile accounts on Twitter and YouTube have been saying he's a bad man. And I'm starting to believe.
I'm not afraid
Wait, he's starting to believe? Like, is he referencing my comment?
of Tectone. He's always been deeply respectful of me and of our friendship, and has been a huge benefit, not just to my life career-wise, but just in general. He's a great
Wow, this is not like laying it on real thick, is it? This is not just like slathering up. I watched the Lol Shinra stuff, the first part of it. I never reacted to that video, but very similar to that video, you know? I wonder if somebody maybe told his editors to make this video up out of thin air, make him a nice little puff piece.
person, and I'm glad that I've met him. And I'm glad that somebody that I was a fan of turned out to be the kind of person I thought they were going to be behind the scenes.
Nice. Thank you for that context. That makes him look so fucking amazing. All right, let's go. Let's continue.
Wait, the people on Twitter told me he's a bad man.
Wait, I thought Hex Juice hated me. Isn't that what everybody was saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay, spin the narrative. Spin the narrative. We know. You've gone 360 on this. But that's all right, because your friend, Hex Shoes, ain't looking so great lately. And so maybe you're not going to want to continue to have this narrative that she's your friend, because she might just be the most toxic person on the internet. More than you. I know. I can't believe it.
Wait, this doesn't make any sense. Well, I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Then,
I mean, all I'm saying is that maybe behind the scenes there was some calculated attempts to rewrite the narrative. I don't know. Maybe there was like this, you know, videos and things on your Twitch and Twitter, and then apologies, and then I don't know. There's a lot of effort, seems like, to rewrite the narrative.
What's wrong?
Wait, what is this?
Wait, the people on Twitter told me he's a
Tectone is the Keemstar of the Genshin community,
He wishes. He wishes.
and I'll take that to my grave. Don't agree, that's too damn bad, I really don't care. Seeing people hate on Tectone is so refreshing. That guy is such a weirdo.
bad man.
What's wrong? Today suck?
It's because my birthday.
Oh, I know. You want a hug? You give me a hug. It's okay. It's tough. Some people get sad.
You can literally give 100 people hugs a day. Doesn't make you empathetic. Doesn't make you a good person. You're doing it online, for one, you know? And as far as I can tell from the streams that you've had, your roommate, which I think this is who she is, comes into your room often. And this kind of exchange is common. Staged? Organic? Who knows? I don't know. Obviously, this is a nice gesture. And sure, it shows empathy, okay? From just a very outside looking in, don't have any reference from all of the context, sure. Fine.
On their birthdays, it's okay.
Surely this is all acting.
Thank you so much for yesterday.
I didn't say it. I mean, I said it. But then again, it helps when somebody else kind of, refers to it.
Yeah, of course.
Chat, you don't understand, like, I just been dealing with a lot of, my grandparents are getting old and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And bro, Techie made yesterday so special. He invited, like, all my friends I cared about, even my little sister, and took us bowling, and everybody got me 4 cakes.
Was that fun?
Yeah, it was just, I'm very grateful.
That's okay. You want to give him a hug?
I'm so sorry, I don't mean to
That's
cry.
okay. It's okay.
Well, no.
I mean, sure. What do you want me to say? Of course, that's nice. Okay, why did it have to happen on camera? Why did it happen live stream? Why? You know, it's not staged. It's sad. It's the grandparents, it's family. I get it. You know what? Fine, you get it. There you go. There's your W. Take it. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Fine.
Oh, hold on.
I thought I lacked empathy.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Where are we going with this?
Go ahead.
Please hard block me if you support Tectone.
I like that stance. That's pretty. That's pretty good.
Serious. You're just so annoying. You know that.
On. I thought he hated women, right?
I
Oh, right. So we're gonna rewrite this narrative now too. Sure. Okay. Seems convenient.
I do hate women.
know he
Yeah. Right. Double down. Right. Obviously, project all your faults, and so that they act like they're very crazy and that you couldn't possibly think these things.
he is like this large, loud, intimidating dude. He is such a he's such a chill fella. He's like a fucking teddy bear, dude. If he is like the most lovely person ever. He is such a lovely, handsome man.
Does he
Nice. Okay.
ever admit he's wrong, though?
First and foremost, I would like to apologize.
Oh my gosh. Wow, you're just lining it all up, aren't you? It is so damn favorable right now. I can't even. I mean, this is going to end it. This is going to end all the controversy. It's going to end all the speculation. Okay. Well, that's great. Good job.
Guys.
Good for good. Your editor needs a raise.
Because I think I was way too harsh on the way that I was talking to you.
Sure.
But I hope you understand that I hated your opinion so much it made me act like a dickhead.
Oh, I have no problem with that, bro. Honestly, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I have no hard feelings.
Yeah, this guy's part of the family now. You know, he's part of it. You know, Tony, he's part of the family now. Skull CJ is part of the family. He was already a fanboy of Tectone before, like most people out online, because they want to impress him because he's so big. Not me. I see right through it, buddy.
So is you at all.
What- Yeah, but here's the thing. Just because he forgives me
Yeah.
doesn't mean that I do. Oh, I'm sorry. Have you asked the internet's opinion on
It's not good. Don't ask it. You're not going to want to have the answer.
y'all's relationship? Because I think you're forgetting someone. Did you ask Jesus' Christ permission before you had sex with that woman? Because I don't think Jesus approved. Did you ask me? I don't know about that one. Oh, Tectone, we don't accept your apology. Oh, okay.
It's fair. Fair.
Yeah.
If you come to me first and apologize to me, then I'll accept your apology. Okay? I'll just put it out there. This is not very long into this video. We're 8 minutes in. If you've watched this long Tectone, you know, we can start a conversation again. And if so, apologize to me. I might even create a puff piece for you. Who knows?
That's all good, man. That's all good. When I make someone angry against my intention, or if I hurt someone's feelings against my intention, I
Yeah.
always go to apologize.
No, that's not true. No, that is not true. You only do it when the narrative has turned so sour that you feel like you have no choice because of your self-image of yourself, this narcissistic tendencies that you have.
I couldn't find Gotcha Smack's Twitter info, so I just left him an apology on his video because it was on YouTube. My
Yeah.
bad, homie. I was tired as fuck. That React the Dev live stream made me stay up all night. That's why I didn't upload to YouTube. I'll let my Twitch community know that I was
This was almost a year ago now. We're just going to lay it on as much as we need to as far as to get this rosy image.
being dumb, but my bad, homie. If you want to DM or hash anything out, I got nothing but respect for you, big man. Going for it. I won't react to your content without your permission. Sorry for any trouble I caused. It wasn't my intention. You write about me being the last person to talk about someone being angry, lol. When I was told I never apologize and I never admit that I'm wrong. When
Well, if you're being very selective, sure, you know. And I don't know if this is even an apology. I don't know what happened at the tail end of this. Not to mention you came back, 11 months later and got into his business again. Like you never learned in the first place. And this was related to Gotcha Smack. Again, throw him under their bus. Having bad takes about the Street Fighter collab with Zenless Zone Zero. And then pushing back. And then finally having a video with him and never actually admitting that you were wrong initially for having a bad take. But, you know, I digress. This is not that video. You either didn't want to include that in there. That may be too I don't know, like, full spectrum here. That might have been too much information for your viewers to see the full picture.
I also was told that I don't listen to anybody or show any empathy for any streamer that's smaller than me. But when this happened, I had 800,000 subs and Gotcha Smack had 23,000.
You had no choice. Just like all your other controversies that you have to actually do something about. You have no choice because you're so wrong that you know public perception is not going to allow you to continue to be dismissive or to bully or to do whatever tactics you usually use in this case with smaller content creators who you use for content and you spit the fuck out like a succubi. Let's be very clear.
So, wait, so okay, I'm trying to figure this out here. What am I not getting though? What am I not getting? I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
I know. Is it going to turn bad?
Does anybody get it? But yeah, I thought I was this evil guy.
I mean,
wait, are you starting to tell me that the people who I went off on are only the people who I either saw myself have no future with or people who actively tried to harm my life?
Really? Okay, so you're going to say the people that went on to your chatters and told you to Minecraft yourself are people that basically wanted to hurt you, right? When you yourself, the last one that you chatted with, basically pressured them, egged them on to say that very thing, to create a narrative for you that's convenient. And then you said something about you can judge a person's value based on what? A first impression? Isn't that oxymoronic to all your other initial stances about getting to know people or getting to know a game before you make a review on them? Again, there's so many contradictory statements that you make that I don't know what is real and what is fake. And the only thing I can conclude is that everything is fake. There isn't anything real in that you lack self-esteem.
Oh, well, that's a little bit different than going off on anybody who's a smaller creator, don't you think? This is a very...
No, it's not. It's just very selective the way it's been edited in the way it's been portrayed. You go after how many small content creators every day? 2? 3? You've obviously slowed down because of the controversy, but you know, when you're in your full, you know, immune self, you have no fear of going after 2 or 3 small content creators every day.
Very good video. YouTube. Okay, and he saw it. I want to give you guys my 100%, but I haven't been able to give you guys my 100% for a little bit now.
Yeah, and this is the sympathy part of it. And this may actually be like serious and sincere. And if that's the case, then sure. I guess it's tolerable to tell your audience that, you know, you might need to take a step back or a break or that you're dealing with things. This is better than that, you know, 15 listed items that you did that one stream to get sympathy for your viewers. There is no excuse for that, by the way.
But I hope you guys know that I'm trying very hard.
Where is that part of it? Where is that edited in this video?
To get there, trying to make sure my health's okay, my friends are okay, my family's okay.
Yes.
And also, if you're a creator and you're watching this,
right,
feel free to DM me for anything you ever need, for anything you ever want to talk about. I'll always make time for anybody who needs to talk.
I get it now. These terminally online losers are retarded.
I don't know what's funny about that. That's the edit? That's the full edit? That's the kind of context you want to provide the internet? And you wonder why you live in an ecosystem, an echo chamber, sheepist, herdist, cultist people. You know, and you'll say, oh, well, it was just funny. It was just for humor. Yeah, well, guess what? It actually, you know, tried to paint a picture. And that's very inaccurate. That's very toxic.
I believe that actions speak louder than words.
Okay, please tell me your fucking actions, Tectone.
And yeah, I do believe I've pretty much backed up everything in that video. Very good video editors. Very.
Sure, you backed up everything in that video, but you've not listed all the other, I don't know, probably ×5 examples of you being the bad guy as well. So it paints a very rosy picture. They had to go all the way back a year ago to even make you look good for Gotcha Smack. So I don't know what that says.
Very good. Whichever one of y'all made that, hey, I'm giving your ass a bonus.
Okay, at least he admits to the fact that they should be incentivized for that, because that video is nice.
Great video, man. Great. But the problem is that it's gonna confuse the people on the internet
Okay, this is fair. Go ahead.
because they don't understand when I'm being a dick for content with my friends, where they're okay with me being a dick for content, versus when I go after people who attempt to ruin my life. And
Interesting. And you can make that distinction anytime you want. You can make that distinction anytime you want, and that's a nice little loophole. I think there was a commenter that said it best, and he went through a whole entire, rationale on your thought process of how you're able to escape all these possible pitfalls. And you do it so well that at any time you can always have this thing to go back on and say, oh, well, that's just because of that. This is because of this, because of that. Very convenient for you.
obviously, I'm not going to try to change anybody's perspective. But yeah, I think the things that I've been through are a little bit different for the knowers. However, for those who don't know, well, they're not going to change their mind anyways. It is.
No, I think people who are rational, thoughtful people would change their mind if there was enough to do that. And here's the reality, Tectone. In the last few days, people have changed their mind. They've actually turned against you because they've seen a lot clearer who you are as a person. Your actions have spoken louder than your words.
Is what it is. Open the door for Eggy. There you go, my little friend. I'll be real, man.
Oh,
You
wow,
know-
look at
you know
that.
my-
He's the best guy ever. This video just does not stop giving for him, does it? I mean, let's go. Perfect video. You are the most empathetic, compassionate, caring person I've ever met, Tectone. You've changed my mind completely. I am now won over.
number one problem is? You know what my number one problem is? And, and this will
I don't know.
ruin
Your narcissistic tendencies?
me. The problem is, it's so funny. It's just fun to be a jackass on the internet. And the only time it ever really bothers me is when people try to take my online persona.
Yeah,
because it's really not
seriously,
that
right?
different from me from real life, other than I just love talking shit way more. The only time where it ever really starts to piss me off is when people try to see how I make content, knowing full well that I've had to have this thick skin and this brash personality for years, and say, yeah, he probably abuses his friends in real life. That's the one thing that pisses me off, is people thinking that I'm not.
Well, then I don't know why somebody like Hexjuice would have to write a letter that is basically trying to appease you. That is written in such a way that basically is so self-indulgent, so overly sensitive, and that she can't even talk to you like a normal friend would, that has criticisms or that wants to, actually have an open dialogue with you. That's not the way that letter was written. So I don't know what relationship you have with Hexjuice, but I mean, it's not very good, and you didn't even show your replies back to her. So you weren't even being fully transparent. You obviously provided one particular aspect of that conversation.
Not good to my friends. But you.
I mean, all your friends say you are good to them. So I have to give you credit where credit's due. Maybe this is all an online persona. Does that make it any better? No, it doesn't, because you actually affect people's lives when you have this dictone persona. When you have this, even if this narcissism is all just persona-fied, that hurts people. It affects people. Skull CJ was affected. Hexjuice was affected. Gotcha Smack was affected. MTash was affected. All these people are affected. You know what? I don't want to bring it about me, but sure. To some extent, I was affected because I wasn't familiar with the online. 15,000 people coming to my comments every day. And then, got me this close. And I don't even mean like this close to anything, but it got me to the cusp of saying, okay, let me just turn off YouTube. That's all it got me. That's all it did get me. And that's all it would have ever got me. But the fact that it even got that far was revealing, And you can back it up however you want, because you've already insinuated so much about me when you didn't even know me. And that's when I started to lay in on you, because then I actually got to know you.
You can ask any one of them. You can ask any one of them. I am very, very good to my friends. People may never understand that, but that is my number one goal in life, is being good to my friends.
Okay, good. Then do that. but yet you fail to show it on your online persona. So therefore, you can't blame people for having this public opinion of you.
Friends. So yeah, man, that previous drama with Hex Juice, God, that shit was just so fucking lame. That was such a small deal. Now that being said, I'm glad it happened because I learned a lot about myself. I do agree. I think I can be, and I'm probably gonna make a video on this later. I think I now have the right to be way less aggro on the internet because I do think I.
This is very interesting, chat. Did you hear what he said? She wrote that letter saying, don't be the heel anymore because you don't need to be. Which is true. And the only reason he has been is because potentially his narcissistic tendencies or his online persona, he just couldn't help himself. Which does indicate lack of empathy.
I've been aggro. I do think I would acknowledge I've been aggro.
Okay. Wow. We are making progress today. I have been aggro. Okay, I'm writing this down.
But I think I'm at a point where the majority of people in the space are just good people now. And I think all of the people who weren't good people are kind of just gone and faded into obscurity. I'm still trying to figure this shit out. Also, yo, guys, I got anxiety medication.
Right. Awesome. You're having a good...
So hopefully I can stop being on edge all the time. But
okay, this is good. We're making progress. We got medicated, self-identifying some faults.
I do think going forward with my content,
all right,
I think I'm actually gonna just relax a little bit.
Okay.
I think
a lot of I thinks here. A lot of I thinks, by the way. So there's definitely a loophole, a way out. We'll reference back to this when we said, oh, well, it was just a joke.
I'm okay with just being this, not being this ball of anger and just being happy. But we'll see. It's very interesting because...
Well, that's good because guess what? If you want to start like you would in like AA, you can start with me. So Tectone, when you said I wanted to give everyone an update for anyone who's curious, I prescribe anxiety medications, which you just admitted online, otherwise I wouldn't say this publicly. Tried today. Holy shit, how far modern medicine has come is insane. I felt instant relief. I got a new inhaler. I'm going to a psychiatrist to talk to more about what's going on. I'm also doing a sleep study because they think I have sleep apnea. We'll let you know how it goes. So, you know, I hope all that goes well, and I hope you get back to a really good place mentally and physically and, you know, medically. But this is what I want to get at. Apology to our when? If you're going to be less aggro, and you're not going to be as agitated, you know, all right, here, respond to this, and then we can have a conversation. If you want to go on this new compassionate tour, this new Tectone tour, start with me. Okay, I promise you, I will be fair. I will be cordial again, just for this particular, you know, conversation, so that we can actually get to some of the issues that I have with you, and we can move on from it. Okay.
I usually never get bothered by anything, right? I'm able to bury it down, but man, dude, people saying I was a bad friend to Hex, that shit pissed me the fuck off.
It did appear to piss you off. I'm not gonna lie.
Genuinely, that shit actually pissed.
Okay, now we know that it was genuine. That's good. It's not a facade. It's not a persona.
Me the fuck off. What happened with Hex Juice? We had a debate on stream and I tried to win the debate. That's pretty much how people see it. And then they say, wow, that's really mean. You tried to hold your ground and argue your points. That's really mean. You didn't do.
You apologized to Skull CJ, and that was one of the reasons why you're being called out. So you were wrong. Just say it now. You were wrong.
Do it like a businessman. Well, that's because I'm not good at debating. But going forward.
Okay, you know what? You just prefaced this by saying you're going to be less aggro. You've realized some faults about you, and yet you're still falling back to your own patterns by not even going full in on this apology in self-actualization.
Get this, guys. Get this. I've actually been trying to find different ways to debate people without coming off as being a dick. So, I mean, I'm trying. And you gotta understand, I really don't see the issue, but I'm trying really hard to see the issue. I am trying so hard to...
And this could be the narcissistic tendencies. It could also speak to some other medical issues. He did reference schizophrenia in one particular instance, and this was public, so I'm not going to sit here and I'm not throwing anything under the bus or saying anything privately that I know to say publicly. He mentioned that, and I'm going to mention it here because it's relevant.
To understand it, right? But the other thing is, I don't need people on the internet telling me what I did.
Yeah, you absolutely do, because guess what? When you actually involve them and it becomes personal, like it did with me, like it becomes with the chatters that you bring from your channel over to them, Enviosity, Atsu, Hexjuice, Mtashed, Gotcha Smack, and so many other people that I don't even know that you've affected over the years. Then it becomes personal. Then it becomes something that we can criticize you for, whether you like that or not.
And what I didn't do that I could have done differently to not be a dick. Like, bro, this shit's such a non-issue. Straight up.
No, you've already said it was an issue, and I agree with you. And this dismissive attitude is not going to help you any. You needed to fully embrace this. And so this questions everything that you just said previously. And your actions will speak louder than your words. So we'll see, Tectone. We will see. This happened today, July 11th, at around 5 or 6 p.m. So we will see.
Anyways, we'll see. That being said,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. We'll see, won't we?
am I going to lose a debate? Am I going to admit that I'm wrong on something that I'm not wrong about? Absolutely not.
Well, okay, but if you're not willing to change your debate strategy and actually listen to people before you make that decision, you're going to end up in the same damn problem that you've ended up with Hexjuice, Gotcha Smack, and everybody else. So you're not learning anything. You've not changed anything.
But we'll see how it goes. Who knows? I was mega cringe about it on Twitter. Very parasocial. So cringe you even quote retweeted me. I apologize. Actually, longtime viewer though, embarrassed how I acted. What did you do? Do you have a link to your tweet? I'm not gonna ban you. But like, if you're apologizing about this shit, I would like to at least see
Well, of course you would. Let's go.
it. Thing you need to realize is what's right for you isn't always right for others, and everyone is valid. No, I disagree. I 1,000,000% disagree. Here's the thing, man. If you say some dumb shit and you say one of my favorite animes sucks, I'm gonna be angry at you. I'm not gonna say, oh my god, you're so valid, queen. I'm not a pussy. I don't buy into this whole everybody's right
Oh, man, I don't even know what this is going to be. Is this a setup to make it even better? Well, we're going to find out. Maybe this is...
to their fucking own opinion. Bro, I'm not living in a world where I have to respect your opinion if I think it sucks.
Right. And what's any different than Tectone? Because that's exactly what you said to Skull CJ, and then you had to apologize because guess what? You thought his opinion sucked, but in reality, you agreed. You were wrong. And yet you're doing the same fucking thing that you're doing before. You know? So I hope you do get help. I hope you are able to self-actualize. I hope you're able to really do less aggro and be less agitated so you can actually be thoughtful about your words. And even though I agree with you because I'm a fanboy, I'm someone who does fall into nostalgia and will say things based on things that I remember and love. So I understand that. But at the same time, how you conduct that, what you say to those people, and how you actually involve them, that's the difference. You can make a video about that, but make it general and generic. But you don't do that. You pick the people that you want to pull in, and then you literally ostracize them.
Now here's the thing. I'm okay with being less of a dickhead, but I'm not okay with being a fucking pussy. If your opinion is shit, I'm gonna tell you that it's shit. I don't even know. Oh yeah, you're the guy who said he was...
Been there since 21, but it's all good. I watch because you're up your own ass. That's the whole brand. That's the whole brand. Just thought it was a little much this time. I'm just a fat, poor basement dweller, to be honest, so need to engage my opinion. Oh, boy.
He was a longtime viewer of mine. And I said, I don't even know your ass. Shut the fuck up, little pup. Hey, turns out you were
Oh, that was the one. He said that to.
a longtime viewer. Hey, man, you're all good. Hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, here's the thing. I accept your apology. I accept your apology. Okay, I hope you're okay. What?
Well, no, he was apologizing to the fact that you went too far, so you should at least acknowledge that you were partially wrong as well because you went too far.
What the fuck was this shit even about? Hey, editor, you get a bonus. You almost made me emotional.
Well, I don't know if that indicates lack of empathy.
You almost made me emotional.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Apparently, as of July 11th, 2024, around 6 p.m. Eastern time, my time, Tectone is no longer going to be an aggro, narcissistic tendency person, and he is going to reform his image. So, you know what? Only time will tell. But guess who's going to be here to make sure that he holds himself up to his own standard? Plazukas. So if you like this content, like, subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.